I told my husband I'm getting an abortion without his input because he admitted he'd been sabotaging my birth control to get me pregnant. And now he's saying I'm punishing him by ending a pregnancy we both created when he just wanted to start our family. I'm 29 and my husband Derek is 31. We've been married for 3 years. When we got married, we had extensive conversations about kids. I was very clear that I wanted to wait at least 5 years before even thinking about having children. I wanted to establish my career, travel with just the two of us, and enjoy our marriage before adding kids to the mix. Derek said he was on board with that timeline. I've been on birth control pills since before we got married. I'm very careful about taking them at the same time every day. Despite this, I've had 2 pregnancy scares in the past year where my period was late. Both times the tests were negative, but it was stressful. 3 weeks ago, my period didn't come. I took a test and it was positive. I was shocked and confused because I'd been so careful with my pills. I told Derek, and while I was panicking, he seemed almost excited. He tried to hide it, but I could tell. I said I didn't understand how this happened. That's when Derek got quiet and admitted something that made my blood run cold. He said he'd been poking holes in my birth control pill packets for the past 4 months. He'd used a pin to puncture the pills because he'd read online that it could decrease their effectiveness. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I asked him why, and he said he'd changed his mind about waiting 5 years. He said he was ready to be a father now, and he thought once I was pregnant, I'd be excited too. He said he knew I'd never agree to try for a baby yet, so he made the decision for both of us. I was so angry I couldn't speak. I left the house and stayed with my best friend for 2 days. During that time, I made an appointment at an abortion clinic. I'm 6 weeks pregnant, and I've decided to terminate. I told Derek yesterday. He was devastated. He said he knew what he did was wrong, but that didn't mean we should end the pregnancy. He said this is his baby too, and he should have a say. I said he gave up his say when he deliberately sabotaged my birth control without my knowledge or consent. Derek said he made a mistake, but that I was making a bigger mistake by getting an abortion out of anger. I said this wasn't about anger. It was about the fact that I don't want to be pregnant right now. I never consented to this pregnancy, and he took away my choice. He started crying and said he was sorry, that he'd do anything to make this right, but that ending the pregnancy was extreme. I said what was extreme was reproductive coercion, which is what he'd done to me. He said he didn't know what that meant, and I said he deliberately interfered with my birth control to get me pregnant against my will. Derek said he didn't think of it that way. He just wanted us to have a family. I said I wanted a family too, eventually, but on my timeline, not because he tricked me into it. He said the baby was already here and we should at least think about it. I told him I'd already made my decision and the appointment was scheduled for next week. Derek said if I went through with this, he'd never forgive me. I said I'd never forgive him for what he'd done. Derek's been calling his mom, his sister, and our mutual friends. His family is now blowing up my phone saying I'm killing their grandchild over a mistake. His mom said what Derek did was wrong, but that an abortion is permanent and I'll regret it. His sister said I'm punishing Derek by ending the pregnancy when we should be working through this as a couple. Some of our friends are on my side, saying what Derek did was a huge violation. Others are saying that while his method was wrong, I'm throwing away a marriage and a baby over something we could work through with counseling. My best friend fully supports my decision. My mom is conflicted and said she understands both sides. Derek has been begging me to at least postpone the abortion so we can talk to a therapist together. I feel like I'm going crazy. Part of me wonders if I'm making this decision out of anger and spite, but mostly I feel violated and betrayed, and I know I don't want to be pregnant right now. Am I the asshole?